you're considering a move to the Riverside County area or Southern California, chances are you come across a city called Moreno Valley. Year over year, one of the fastest growing cities in the Inland Empire area. With a population of just over 214,000 and growing, it's one of the region's largest cities and continues to attract home buyers looking for value, opportunity, and convenience. As a resident and local real estate agent that's lived in the area for over 35 years and sells homes all over Southern California for the last decade, I want to give you an in-depth and up-to-date look at what it looks like to live in Moreno Valley in 2025. The good, the bad, and the not so great. What is up, guys? Thank you and welcome back to the channel, Living in the Mormon Doorway. But first, my name is Justin King. My wife Allison and I run a local real estate team specialized in helping folks like you relocate to the Southern California area. If there's anything we can do to help you, please do not hesitate to reach out. You can call or text, email, whichever, days, nights, weekends. We're here to serve and support you on the highest possible level. Whether it's a week from now or 10 days from now or 10 years from now, we will still be around, and our goal is to help you know you're making the best decision for yourselves and for your families. Now with that out of the way, let's get into the pros and cons in living in the city of Moreno Valley, California. Now let's start off with the pros. Number one is going to be affordability. So let's start with what most people are curious about, the cost of living in Southern California, specifically Moreno Valley. Compared to counties like Los Angeles, Orange County, nearby cities like Riverside, Rancho Cucamonga, Temecula, Mo Val is just going to offer way more affordable housing, so you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck. We're in mid-2025 right now. The average home price in the city is $561,000. When you compare that to California overall, which is a very big geographical area, California on average, you're going to be about $780,000 to about $820,000. So what that means for your pocketbook or for what you're able to budget, you're going to save at least $200,000 to $250,000, maybe more compared to the national state average. Now, whether you're a first-time home buyer, investor looking to build your portfolio, looking to move up or down, there are houses for well over $1 million, and there's condos for the low to mid 200,000s. Now, standard SFR single family home is going to be right around the mid fives. Like I said, 561,000. You could go anywhere up or down from there. Okay, so now pro number two, as they say, location, location, location. When I was first personally buying about 15 years ago, I realized very quickly a big draw to Moreno Valley is that it is literally the closest thing to everything else. You've got the mountains about 45 minutes away, the beaches about an hour away, tons of other things to do within the city that other areas just don't have to offer that you'd have to travel a lot further for. So Mo Val sits pretty central. It's located right kind of at the tip of where the 60 freeway and 215 intersect, and you're about 5 minutes from the 91 at that point. 91 is going to be the freeway that take you to the beach cities. So what that means for you is commuting, if you have a job in LA, Orange County, Riverside, what have you, you got easy access to your commute. That makes commuting to nearby job centers like Riverside, Ontario, Orange County, LA, a little bit easier on you because you're not fighting to get through highways or hills to get to the freeway. You have pretty easy access anywhere within the city. So like I said, for reference, Palm Springs, huge vacation spot, 45 minutes away. Morongo is the nearest casino. That's about 30 minutes going east. Big Bear, Arrowhead, those mountain cities, anywhere from about an hour to an hour and a half, depending on how high up the hill you want to go. Vegas, everyone loves Vegas, about 3.5 hours away, maybe about 4, depending on the traffic. City of Phoenix in Arizona, you're probably about 4 to 4.5 hours away. And beaches, the nearest beach is probably about an hour. Oceanside is about a little over an hour. Newport Beach, you're probably right around an hour. I know I've made it with no traffic before in about 45 minutes. So like I said, truly closest thing to everything else. Okay, so pro number three, this is going to be 3 of 5. Pro number 3 is going to be outdoor and recreational life. So if you like to get outside and do stuff like myself, sky's the limit. You can do whatever you want: hiking, fishing, hunting, not hunting like the Midwest, but off-road vehicles, dirt bikes. I grew up riding dirt bikes for years, camping, what have you, we got it. Some of the close areas to participate in these activities: Lake Paris, you can do fishing there, camping, hiking, swimming, kayaking, boating, etc. Box Spring Mountain Reserve, that's actually what they're going to call if you're driving through, you'll see a mountain with a big M on it. They call it the M Mountain. That's actually Box Spring Reserve. You could hike up to the top, look out over the city. It's a pretty cool experience, pretty cool views. You might run into some donkeys back there in case you didn't know. And then Sycamore Canyon Wilderness Park is not too far. That's just right over in Riverside, where it offers a lot of the same. Also, you're not far from surfing at the beach. Like I said, you're about an hour away. Skiing, snow skiing, snowboarding up in the mountains, which is about an hour. You also have Wrightwood, which is about 45 minutes, a little lower elevation, so they don't get as good of snow. And then we've also got several motocross tracks within about a 30-minute drive. You got Glen Helen over in San Bernardino, Raceway Paris, which is over in the city of Paris. and Lake Elsinore MX, which is about 30 minutes away. Also we got the Paris Raceway, where they have Paris Raceway, lots of car racing, demolition derbies, which is fun for everybody. Quite a few camping areas. You go up to Silent Valley, Idlewild, take your RV up there. So needless to say, whatever outdoor activities you're into, we can pretty much provide it. Okay, and pro number four of 5 is going to be the weather. Most of the year is sunny and nice here. We have a few rainy months. Of course, we do have some hot spells during the summer. What our climate is dubbed is Mediterranean. It's not quite desert. It's not quite beach. It gets hot, but not super humid, but it's a little more humidity in the air than say like the Arizonas and the Palm Springs of the world. But it gives you a nice warm summer, nice long warm summer. So our summer starts in late May and we'll go typically until about mid-September, early October. One of my kids has a birthday in early October. We have had a few pool parties, water slides, early October, and had no complaints from the kids. Now with that said, our summers do get a little bit warmer. We got probably about 6 weeks really where you'll typically see some triple digits, not 6 weeks straight at triple digits, which makes a huge difference, but you can get triple digits during that time. But it is a little more of a dry heat, so that's the caveat. So nice part of that is you get sunshine most of the year, but it's not so hot that you can't maintain a lawn or vegetation. I know usually I typically turn my sprinklers off around November, turn them back on in April. I can usually keep a pretty green lawn through most of the summer. Of course, those stretches where we do get some triple digits, we'll beat it up quite a bit. But nice green lawns are kind of the norm for most of the area anyways. Pro number 5 for moving to the city of Moreno Valley or looking in the city of Moreno Valley is going to be diversity and family friendliness. When I talk to a lot of people, they're looking to get more bang for their buck or a better place for their family or to raise their kids with more opportunity as far as like sports and letting them actually go play outside and just be kids without worrying about a busier street or a busy intersection being right in front of their house. So the diversity side, Moreno Valley is always tabbed as one of the most diverse cities in the area. Which is cool because you get a strong mix of culture, ethnic backgrounds, and community perspectives, which brings a lot of interesting local events, family-friendly festivals, and of course some amazing food options that you just can't find anywhere else in the country. Okay, so those are the 5 pros of living in the city of Moreno Valley, California. One bonus I wanted to throw in, but I didn't really want to make it a big deal, was the food scene. That much diversity and how old the city is. Founded in 1980 or incorporated in 1984. It's been around since the early 1900s. There's a lot of cool family restaurants. Stick around to the end. I'll give you my 4 top recommendations on where to eat and where I like to go. Okay, so we got the 5 pros out of the way. Let's get into 3 cons now. I told you I'd give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Really biggest con is going to be the traffic congestion. There's a lot of warehouses going in, so that creates a lot of semis going up and down the freeways. We do have easy freeway access, so it makes sense for the warehouses naturally to look there because it gives them easy access as well. But like much of Southern California, commuting anytime during rush hour is just going to be a pain in the butt. So with that said, 60 going west during peak times is going to suck. Going east isn't so bad. Going north on the 215 where they kind of intersect can take a little while. They've added a lot of overpasses to help with that and added a few freeway exits, and there are different ways around that. But anywhere in Southern California you go, you're going to deal with the same thing. Everyone's going to the same places, right? All right, con number 2 is going to be limited job market. Moreno Valley offers access to great careers nearby. It's kind of more of a commuter city though, meaning that within the city, job opportunities can be kind of limited. A lot of residents either commute or work more like government jobs, sales jobs. So for a lot of those more like professional white collar jobs, typically you're commuting to either Irvine, Rancho Cucamonga, or LA. But with that said, there's a lot of opportunity within the city. With those warehouse jobs, I see a lot of logistics type jobs coming to the city, warehousing jobs, and of course a lot more government jobs just to kind of help with the infrastructure of bringing all that in. And with how fast the city is expanding, I notice those jobs are always in demand and getting posted more frequently. Okay, so con number 3, and this is really one of the biggest ones that I hear, is going to be the heat. A lot of folks coming from like Orange County and LA where you pretty much have 70 degrees and sunny every day all year, coming out to our area where we do get the triple digits. We do get 90 degrees, and sometimes during the winter it can get a little bit colder than those areas. Realistically, you can expect those 100-degree days, July, August, partially September sometimes, which really may not be ideal if you do prefer those more coastal climates, like I said. But the caveat is the heat is dry, not like I said before, not dry like Palm Springs or the desert cities, but we also don't get the same heat as they do. So just to recap, pros, there's 5 of them. It's more affordable than most Southern California cities. Great central location, which makes commuting a lot easier or getting to where you need to go a lot easier. Tons of outdoor activities. warm, dry climate, and diverse family-friendly community. Of course, we had the bonus, which is of course a lot of the cool hidden gem food spots. I'll give you my 4 like I said I would for you watching to the end. Sonora Grill is going to be one of my top ones. I always have a really good beer selection. El Chapo burrito, bacon wrap burrito, awesome. Stierenstein, probably one of the best steaks in the area. Armando's Mexican food is number 3. I get that probably once or twice a week. And then number 4 is going to be Safe House. That's on the northeast side of the freeway. It's a little more gastropub style, but they have a really good beer selection. And to recap the cons, there was 3 of them. Traffic can suck sometimes. It is what it is. Smaller job market, and summers can be pretty hot and intense. And that brings us to the end. If you're thinking about looking out here, or if you have any questions at all, do not hesitate to reach out. If you want to know what gets you in what neighborhood as far as price point, what the schools look like, what the neighborhoods look like, what different style housing looks like, years, etc. I'm here to help you with that. You can call, text, or email anytime. I'm here to serve and support you on the highest possible level. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.